Greetings. I am excited to introduce Arista's latest phase of cloud-grade routing for the next-generation service provider and cloud provider networks. Over the last decade, the cloud has permanently transformed content, gaming, and numerous new applications delivered to customers globally. Every new service is now cloud-native. Enterprises and carriers have also embraced cloud for their next-generation service delivery. We are in an era where the internet is now becoming fully cloud-centric, with the lines between the consumers and the providers of services being reshaped rapidly. The dramatic explosion of bandwidth demand from the always-on digital consumer is driving cloud providers and carriers to re-architect their networks, with a particular focus on routing at the network edge. The network edge is a handoff point from the cloud to the consumer or the carrier to the consumer and cloud. These entry and exit points are distributed across hundreds of points of presence built on legacy routers. This traditional network edge cannot satisfy today's demand for bandwidth, density, and performance. Thus, there is an urgent need to transition the legacy edge routers to address this significant technology shift. So how can customers upgrade their network edges without blowing the budgets on CapEx and OpEx? The answer is Arista's cloud-grade routing. Arista's approach to routing is driven by new software-first principles, a change from the legacy hardware-first approaches. We knew this new cloud-centric world didn't need yet another legacy router. With the goal to disrupt traditional approaches, we innovated by building modern routing married with cloud networking principles. Our cloud-grade routing solution started in 2016, addressing use cases in internet peering, internet exchange networks, and telco NFV cloud data centers with Arista EOS and the R-Series platforms. In our second phase, we further disrupted with the expansion to additional routing use cases for content distribution networks, business VPN services for service providers, and programmatic traffic engineering for the WAN backbone. We now have many successful routing deployments in cloud providers and service providers. The key to customer success is Arista's software-driven networking approach. And that starts with Arista EOS, our single modern software train that runs across all Arista's products. Arista EOS is a modern streamlined OS without legacy networking baggage. Customers benefit from EOS's rich routing stack built from the ground up, state-based architecture for granular state streaming telemetry, deep programmability for software control and automation, and with an established track record of industry-leading quality. Arista's approach has helped customers achieve OpEx and CapEx reduction with our software-defined automation framework, scale-out standards-based network designs, and efficient high-performance connectivity solutions based on best-in-class merchant silicon. This software runs on Arista's R-Series platforms, which leverage the latest innovations in merchant silicon, providing high-speed, high-density platforms with 10 gig to 100 gig and 400 gig connectivity options with compelling throughput, rich edge features, new telemetry and intelligence, all with significantly lower power and cooling footprint and a fraction of the cost of legacy routers. And today, we are announcing our third phase of cloud-grade routing, which covers significant routing profiles. Number one, multi-cloud edge created from the disaggregation of cloud for latency-sensitive, data-intensive applications closest to the end user with a high-speed, secure private connections to the cloud. Number two, metro edge, connecting consumers, cloud, carriers, and enterprises in metropolitan area networks. And number three, the 5G RAN edge, perhaps the most important one, the network edge for the next generation mobile communications, providing real-time, high bandwidth, low latency connectivity for everyone. Arista has continued to make significant investment in building out a feature-rich routing stack in EOS. The latest EOS routing features enable these new use cases with support for eVPN for point-to-point, multi-point, and gateway services over MPLS networks, along with segment routing with traffic engineering with sub-second resiliency for transport. As you prepare to innovate with the next generation services, we welcome you to partner with us in our journey to transform routing. To learn more about Arista's cloud-grade routing solutions, please visit www.arista.com. Thank you for your time.